It's 101.7 The Bull coming up this weekend, the Tri-State Rodeo Summer Round-Up, and Diamond Rio is going to be there along with Cameron Marlowe. On the phone with us is legendary lead singer Diamond Rio, Mr. Marty Roe. Marty, how are you? Good morning, brother.
I'm doing well. Good morning to y'all.
How are you, man? Marty,
we're rocking.
Yeah, I just realized 33 years when I got into radio, you guys were kind of the soundtrack to my first year. I've been in radio about as long as Diamond Rio's been a band now, Marty.
Is that right? Yeah, we Meet in the Middle came out in 91, and that's 35 years.
Yeah.
And I remember that because my first child was born 3 days before Meet in the Middle came out. So she's the same age as Meet in the Middle.
Oh.
She wouldn't want me to tell anybody that she's 35, but.
Yeah. Marty, what were the indications to you just as a musician that, of course, I've got this new baby, my world has changed. The song's out. It's not, was it an instant hit, or did it take that song a while to get there?
Well, I mean, we worked pretty hard that first month. We traveled. I left, and I saw her once in a month, and going to radio stations and visiting, and then doing shows in the evening. But by the time I got home, when I left, nobody had a clue what the song was, and of course that was in the day of videos, and the video came out. So by the time we finished that month on the road, we had a top 30 hit already, and it took only 11 weeks, and we had a number one record. And yes, things changed drastically.
Yeah.
Forever in my life.
Marty,
and they had already changed a bunch, but with my daughter, and it was a very fast lane for about a decade. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fast lane, Marty, but it's not like it was handed to you. People talk about, oh, you got success so fast, but Marty, you worked hard in that band and watched so many changes before things did take off, right?
Yeah, that's true. I joined this band started before I was in it. I wasn't the original member, but in 82 they started. So I joined in 84, and so did Jimmy, and so did Dan.
Yeah.
And we worked in 85 at Opryland, which was at here in Nashville, Opryland Music Amusement Park.
Yeah.
And we struggled and strived and starved all the way, adding and losing members and adding members, and every time we added a new member, it got better, seemed like, and it finally got some interest, record labels,
Marty,
downtown.
Marty, how weird is that a band, you had to lose all the original members before this band reached the heights that it needed to, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
that is correct.
It's a unique way of a band's evolution. The band that you're in, it's pretty amazing.
Yes, those guys were awesome people. One of them was Ty Herndon, who had gone to do Star Search way back then, and finished second in that show and got a record deal. He left the band. I took his place, and then it kind of began from there. And but they kind of lit the fire under me for sure.
Sure.
And Dan and Jimmy, and we kept pursuing it, and we kept getting encouragement from industry, and we had some work, and it was fun. We knew what we were doing was unique, and people really liked it when we played. We did well, but waiting for that break.
Yeah, Marty, I heard you say in an interview that you knew people will know, and you were proud of it, that when you heard a Diamond Rio song instrumentally before the vocals even started, you knew it was a Diamond Rio song, and that made you proud.
Absolutely.
You said that was valuable.
Absolutely, and I recognize Jimmy Olander at the time, and still, we had no one. He played a bender guitar, which means you can bend the strings kind of like a steel guitar.
Yeah,
and it's got two of them on it, and I didn't really know what he was doing. It was weird because the stuff came out of his guitar that you can't really do. You can't do it without a bender, and then Dan's kind of jazz keyboard stuff along with Gene's mandolin and his high harmony along with Dana being both of them bluegrassers. But that trio of instruments, the timbre and the sound of those three together, the mandolin, the piano, and a Telecaster, Bender Telecaster, was really unique, and we did a lot of ensemble stuff, harmony, intros, and signature licks and stuff. And it was just, we were passionate about it, and the sound of those three instruments together were definitely as identifying as the sound of Gene's voice and I. So that was most definitely. And I thought, man, what a great thing to have that instrumental identity.
Yeah,
we really had to push. We had to push hard to let the industry let us record our own records. I know that sounds crazy, but most groups did. There was an A team in town who were great musicians, and those were the only guys that did the records. And then we just go out and mimic what they would do. But that we said no to a record deal because of that.
That's awesome.
Bunch of cocky kids, weren't we?
I mean, but you're musicians, and that's what you came here to do. So we're going to play. I love it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Marty Roe's on the phone with us. He's with Diamond Rio, and Diamond Rio plays coming up Saturday night in Fort Madison at the Tri-State Rodeo Summer Round-Up. Marty, I gotta ask you, talking about being in a band, you can name from that era Shenandoah, Lone Star, Diamond Rio. People are hard-pressed to name too many others. Charlie Daniels had a band. Why is it so difficult in country? Why is it so hard to keep a band together?
I really can't answer that because it never has been that difficult for us.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
I have good friends in all of those bands.
Yeah.
And it's all a different answer for each one.
I bet.
know for us, we starved together. A lot of bands in country music anyway back then were kind of put together, a bunch of great players that everybody knew about, and the record label would have either a lead singer or a songwriter or whatever, and they go, hey, we're going to put a band together for you, and you guys be a band. And then they have a hit record, and they go out and start touring, and they really don't know each other.
Yes.
And now success, having to live in a 48-foot bus together and money all come together, and they don't really know one another, and they're partners in business, and it doesn't necessarily work out real good. We did all of our changing out and working out our personalities when we were starving to death.
Yes.
We starved together. We worked together to achieve a goal, and we really appreciated how much each individual person brought to the greater good. And it allowed us to stay together until guys started getting old and retiring on us.
Well, that's a good reason to leave a band, though, right?
Yes, it is.
Marty, I feel like in the last 35 seconds, you gave the handbook to younger musicians. Speaking of books, have you done that? Have you laid down any words about the experience of your last 33 years, or is that a plan?
Absolutely. We have an autobiography we put out. It's been 15 years.
Oh, that's great.
So we have a whole nother story to tell, I guess. But, it's called Beautiful Mess, the story of Diamond Rio. And I don't know if you can get it on Amazon anymore, but you can get it at our show. We sell it. But, it tells that story. And, we were actually in a record deal with Word Records, a gospel Christian label.
Yeah.
At the time, and we wrote all that music and extended that story somewhat in a Christian based album. We are all believers, so it made sense. and it's called The Reason. We won a Grammy with it. But yes, we have done some of that, told a lot of that story from the beginning until, you know, way into our career. And it's just amazing that we're still able to go out and pursue that. We actually have brand new stuff. We got brand new people, which sparked some creative juices in us, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
A new drummer, Micah Schweinsberg's been with us for now 5 years. And Carson's been with us nearly that long. She took Gene's place, and we couldn't find a guy who could sing as high as him, so we had to get a girl. She just had her 27th birthday, unbelievable. And she's so young and exciting and fun to work with. Incredible talents, both of them. So we recorded some new stuff. Jimmy wrote a patriotic song for the 250th anniversary, and then he and I had written a duet about my daughters leaving home after high school. It was like a decade old. We had kind of put it away, and it made sense for she and I to do a duet. So that's going to be coming out too. Anyhow, so we have stuff that's coming. Hopefully, we got, you know, try to get all of our ducks in a row to release it, but it's scheduled to be out the middle or so of July, and we're really excited about some of that new stuff. So we're not done yet. It's a different gear that we're in, obviously, but so many fans who still love our music and the internet out there. It's really different. I was just working with Tracy Lawrence out on the road the other day, and he's the same way. It's just like, wow, this is what a blessing. And fortunately, we're proud of our music, and it seems to stand up to today's country music.
Absolutely.
We're excited about that.
Absolutely, Marty. I'm going to let you go here in a second. I was just running through your music. I was looking through our list of Diamond Rio songs. Everybody knows One Believer, Can't You Tell, Wrinkles, Beautiful Mess, I Believe, Norma Jean Riley. And then I came upon Lion Eyes. How happy were you, Marty, to be a part of Common Thread, that Eagles tribute back in the day?
Yeah, it was amazing. We had actually thought about wanted to do that song on the previous album just to pay tribute and do a copy of it, and we had suggested that song to do, and then this project came along right in the middle of that, and Don Henley literally gave us a call and came to town and asked us to be a part of it. It was for a charity that was passionate to him, and it was a no-brainer. Of course, we're like, yeah, better believe it.
Yeah,
this was before. This was right around the time they had started doing the Hell Freezes Over tour many years ago.
Absolutely.
They thought they would never get back together, and it's been 25 years or more since then.
No, it's great. Lion Eyes is great. It's the third track on the tribute album there too, which attests to I think it's one of the best. There's a lot of others that got on the radio, but that one's one of the best on that tribute album, Marty, for sure.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a great project. I got a CMA Album of the Year trophy sitting in the house here, so it was awesome.
But yeah, and lots of others over the years, CMAs, ACMs, lots of Grammys, and right here in front of you coming up on Saturday night, Diamond Rio, Marty Roe, and the gang. It's a new journey now after 33 years with Brian and Gene and that great gang. Carson and Micah will be along. 5 o'clock for Gate, shows at 7. Cameron Marlowe's also there, and Marty Roe. Here's to another. And hey, why are you doing radio interviews on a Monday? You should probably get out on a golf course. I bet if it's a nice day, you're going to be there, Marty.
Tee time's 9:30, son.
I knew it. Have a great one. Have a great one, Marty.
All right, my friend. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.